Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Penovich. Welcome to the weekend, Super Bowl weekend. We've got a lot of stuff going on with the football game, but we also got some weather stuff we got to talk about. So let's get right to it. Here's what's going on this morning. It was a cold start this morning in the southeast. High pressure parked over us, gave us temperatures down in the low and mid 20s. It's going to be a cold but very sunny day today. Temperatures only climbing back into the mid, maybe upper 40s in some locations. But what we're tracking for tonight and tomorrow, this area of low pressure, which is starting to take shape here across southern Texas, is actually going to be moving to the east. And as it moves to the east, it's going to go down into the Gulf of Mexico and do the little hook here and try to come up the east coast. So let's go right to the data. We'll go to the model data and kind of show you what's going to happen with this thing as it kind of gets organized here in the next 12 hours or so. Here's the GFS model. Here's our low. Here's our high. Plenty of cold air in place, and then a big surge of Arctic air to the north. So all these ingredients kind of coming together late tonight and tomorrow. So let's start going out into tonight, and you can see the low trying to crank up later tonight along the coast. So this actually is going to start taking shape really tonight into tomorrow morning. Now, this is initially probably going to be some rain on the coast. The position of the low is still really uncertain. We don't know how close to the coast it's going to be or how far off the coast it's going to be. I actually think it's probably going to be pretty close to hugging the coast, but not far enough west that we're going to see a huge impact in Charlotte. But on the very back edge of this, if you look carefully, again, this is overnight tonight, early tomorrow, there might be a little bit of snow mixing in with some rain on the back side of this. As we go towards 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. Notice most of the rain is near the coast, but we've got some snow maybe from Raleigh down to Rockingham mixing in. Again, it's going to be a really wet snow, and a lot of this is just going to be good old-fashioned rain. At the same time, look at this piece of energy. I talked about this in my blog, coming down out of Canada. That's a really potent piece of energy that's going to come down during the day tomorrow. As the low is cranking up on the coast and moving up, there could be a swath of heavy snow somewhere along Interstate 95. I think this is less of a threat for the Charlotte area west, but for eastern North Carolina, South Carolina, you could get a big burst of snow on Super Bowl Sunday. Don't be surprised. What's a bigger threat for snow for most of the Carolinas, and I think is going to probably hit us here in Charlotte and the mountains, is what's coming down on Sunday night into Monday. You see the low cranking up on the coast. Here comes our secondary piece of energy right out of the Arctic. This has tons of cold air with it and really is going to come blasting down here through the Great Lakes, pick up some moisture from the Great Lakes, but also pick up moisture from the south, as I think another low will try to form on the backside of this first one. I don't know where that's going to happen because this is a really complex setup. Here's your double barrel low, big surface low nor'easter off the east coast. Here comes the upper level system that tries to spin up another surface low at some point across the southeast. What we're going to have is such cold air aloft and such dynamic energy with this, what we call vorticity maximum, that we're going to see probably convective or pop-up thunder showers with snow in them maybe on Monday afternoon. Now, they might not have thunder with them. I say that because that's the kind of setup they are, but you could see the amount of moisture. And again, there's some green in there, but I think there's also going to be some snow and maybe some grapple mixed in with this heavier stuff as it pushes off to the east. It's at some point Monday into Monday night and even into Tuesday morning, we'll have the potential to maybe get some snow as it looks like another low tries to form, but this time maybe a little farther to the north. So there's still uncertainty. Where does this low? Does it form here? Does it form here? Does it try to form over land? It's a big question mark, honestly, right now. No matter what happens, we're going to at least have the chance of some snow flurries. I'm just not sold on some big storm yet because the low is just too uncertain. But I do think we'll see some snow flurries. And the one thing for certain, it is going to be cold on Tuesday into Wednesday because as this low cranks up and moves away, we get into this really strong northwest flow, and that is cold Arctic air. And you can see all of the mountains are going to get clobbered with snow for a couple of days because this northwest flow will actually stay in place right through the middle of the week. So pretty good setup for some snow and cold air. Today, enjoy. It's kind of calm before the unsettled pattern. As we get into Sunday, things are going to get crazy with this coastal low, and we've got a chance we could see some significant snow, but at the very least, we're going to have at least some flurries around here. Hope you have a great weekend. Please root on those Panthers. Keep pounding. This is going to be a huge weekend, and if anything changes, I'll be on the air all day Sunday, obviously, getting ready for the game and for the weather, and I'll keep things up to date today on Facebook, Twitter, and at wcnc.com. Have a great Saturday, everybody.